Okay, so I thought I'd make a video about the latest mod because I noticed something really interesting about it. And basically, right now, we 16 to 21 is King of the Hill. Um, and then I noticed that our neighbor, which was very strong throughout the whole time, overtook it. Okay, and so this is what our neighbor looks like. You can see kind of look it looks like that and you can see how it's just really jumped up. Okay, and this is where it's overtaken um, the other bet selection, which is here 16 to 21, and you can see where it's overcome it. It's just accelerating much faster. This is obviously doing real well still. It's just slower compare. It's still doing great. It's just slower when compared to 19 to 24. You can just see, wow, just really good. So anyway, that's what it looks like. But then with the new mod and everything, um, I can actually see if it. Okay, here's the window. So here, let's take a look at this. And see what is the mechanics behind this. Like, why are both of these numbers doing so well? We can actually figure out exactly why. And as you can see, they're the only numbers like it on the board, and I mean, the closest comer is 10 to 15, which was doing really well for a period of time. But so what we can do is find out why, and what does it mean that we're betting 19 to 24? What advantage does that give us versus the 16 to 21? Why is there this difference, and here's the answer. We can actually find out. Check under the hood. So here we can just select, just for clarity purposes, so we can see. And this isn't pretty. I mean, it's obviously it's not pretty, but it's functional. So here's 16 to 21. Here's 19 to 24, and they highlight up so you can focus on them. And we can see 19 to 24 is seriously benefiting from a streak. Okay, this first number is it's the same thing as the HS ratio. Okay, but the ratio is not based on pure expectation. Of a double street. In the other screen, it's the HS ratio is based on pure expectation of a full double street. Here, the ratio for the HS ratio is based on the expectation of one hit every every 27 spins. Okay, because 27 spins is the length of our progression, and so we want to find out how much better we're doing than one hit every 27 spins on a single number. Okay, and that's how I just finally decided to do the HS ratios, because it really tells us how the numbers are doing versus our progression, which is the only thing that counts. Okay, and so a positive number here means it's hitting more often than once in every 27 spins, and that's the rating for it. This plus 29. Green number means plus, red number means negative or zero, and sometimes zero. And so, all right, and then the next number here, this number is the streak. Okay, so in other words, how many times in a row has it been hitting within 27 spins? And we can see the number 19 has come in 3 times in a row um, for 29 for 20 within 27 spins. Okay, and then the final number is this bottom number is uh, how many how many spins has it been since the numbers come in, and as long as that's within 27, it's going to be green. So okay, and so we can tell how it's doing. We could really see how the number's doing versus our progression. And just take a look for a moment at this prodigy over here. The streak of 13 times in a row, the number 12 has come in within 27 spins. That's brilliant, right? And then it's been 12 spins, so it's got another 15 spins, right? So Very interesting. If we look on the marquee, we can see the number 12. No, we can't. So, but that's okay. It's been like, well, of course we can't because it's been 12 spins, right? So, it's very nice. But anyway, this is the reason why 10 to 15 was doing so well. It's because of this number right here. Every other number is forsaken, and that's why the rating's gone down on it. But this number keeps coming in, and it keeps it going steady Freddy. See? So, that's as long as that happens, this number's good, right? And otherwise, these numbers have to wake up. This number 13 spins ago had finally hit, but every other one of these numbers is asleep, and it's been 60 spins, 55 spins, 52 spins. You know, Crazy deep sleepers here, and then 37, 34. Okay, this one's moving towards joining them, and that's why the rating went down. Um, but let's go back to our original selection here, this 19 to 24. What is it that's causing this? Well, clearly, just look to the green numbers right here, this little pattern right here. This is the reason that this double street is doing so fantastically well. Okay, so we have over here a plus 56 rating, okay, and then a streak of 6 times, and it just hit. So this is coming in super hot. This is the second hottest number on the board right now, 23. Okay, it's second only to number 12. All right, and then we have number 21, which the rating is 110. So it's been super consistent over time. It doesn't mean obviously it has been doing some sleeping because we only have a streak of two. All right, and whereas here we have a streak of 13. This is very consistent over a long period of time. And this has been 2 spins ago. Okay, so we have these streaks. Now, the interesting thing to note about this, which is obviously very obvious and everything, it's what happens when we examine it versus 16 to 21. What does it look like? Well, we see 16 to 21 now shares this streak, this for this number, and this streak for this number, and the number 21 had slept, and this is what brought this number down because it doesn't share this number. And so this number is the number that's responsible for bringing this rating up above the other one. So it's very interesting. The only other difference is right here, this number 18, and it's not been doing well. 18 was a major deep sleeper for a long time. That's why it's negative 79. It just went to sleep. I mean, it hit early, which is what brought this number up, but then it went to sleep. It's hit one time now, woke up, and it's been 6 spins. And so we're trying to see if it's going to continue to wake up, and that can bring this whole rating up, and it won't affect this selection. Okay, and on this selection, we have deep sleepers. Okay, 51 spins, 64 spins, and even 45 spins. So the chances, of these waking up are probably less than the chance of this number hitting. Okay, and so it'll be very interesting to watch how it goes. But right now, we got a streak of three, we have a streak of six, and a streak of two. All right, and these are wildly consistent numbers. Okay, this one most recently because it's the lowest rating. So, we can look at this and understand more deeply what's going on and look at the rest of the board. I mean, there's almost nothing. I mean, we can see isolated patches and, go into deeper analysis and everything. But rather than do that, this is why I like, looking at the double street screen, checking out the chart. But I mean, look how devastating. I mean, only 10 to 15, and we know from looking at it, we now know what the reason was. It was the number. What was the number 12? Yeah, it was the number 12 that is keeping this puppy floating. Otherwise, it's like the rest of these numbers in the dust. So, and that's typically the case. It's just what's rare is that you have your king of the hill and your queen of the hill be neighbors. That's really rare, and I guess that's what you want because there's this symbiotic relation between the two of them where they share numbers, and these two are sharing two numbers, and so it's just this one is hitting much more rapidly. So let me look at this again because that confuses me. Let me look at this. What is the number that's hitting so much more rapidly? Okay, it's obviously number 23. Okay, and here it is. It just hit. Here it is again. It just hit. Here it is again. It just hit. See, that's the reason, right there. We're looking at it. All right, so that's the answer to that question. And that's the thing, we can ask questions, we can get the answers, and that helps us make better decisions. So that's why I put this mod in there, so I don't have to feel so confused all the time. I can answer my own questions. So thanks for watching.